No further questions.
Your Honor, can I say something?
You may.
You know, those people, ones that put down people like...
Teabagged.
I want you to know that I do it all again. This is a circus, all right? It's a charade, it's an act. It's bullshit about how crazy I am. I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy, okay? I know what I did. I know who I am. And I do not need your help. I'm smack dab in the middle of my right goddamn mind, and any scumbag, any lowlife, any
Camping.
piece of shit that I
Teabag.
did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I'm sitting here, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch. You people who call me
The Teabag King. The Big Dick Teabag King.
Here I am. You want it?
Remove the witness.
I am the Teabag King.
I'm right here. You want it? I'll give it to you. And anybody who came here today, hear me whine, hear me beg, please just kiss my ass. You hear me? I'm guilty. I plead, Judge. I'm guilty. You hear me? I'm guilty.
I'll teabag every one of them. I'll teabag every single one.
God damn it! God damn it!
Game over.
I was trying to... Darth Megatron, you were teabagging me.
Alright, and welcome back. Had to end the stream last on Sunday because we were having some issues, but I think we fixed them tonight. But yeah, so we're gonna finish up Sixshot tonight, and I'm gonna be heading off to join Mara on Twitch to do some split gate teabagging. So yeah. So obviously we have to do the sky, the little guys here, and then obviously the sort of Cybertron landscape. I kind of have a basic understanding of what I'm going to go for here. I'm going to go for kind of a sort of dark grayish color with some like purple highlights, like in the fall Cybertron games, and then sort of a, I guess kind of like a beigeish, like very like dull like yellow for the sky. I think that would bring this character out just a little bit more, because I don't want to go for like a darker sky, because I don't want to, because he has some dark areas on his chassis here, or for lack of a better terms, and so I don't want to like kind of take that away from that. So yeah, we'll work on the sky. So I'm going to be using some YR000, some light pinks and stuff like that. So, and some beiges. So, but yeah. Let's get started. So I'll use using the YR000 to kind of map out like sort of the area here. Obviously, I got to pull up. Well, not really pull. I decided to do a little bit of a G1 trivia. So for those who are fans of the G1 cartoon, you might be able to remember who that guy is, or which combiner team he's part of. So, which I still need to get back on the combiner stuff I was working on. I've just been working, so I've been so busy and so inspired to do my own comic book. It's like, yesterday I let you come up with a lot of really cool ideas. At least I think they're cool. For some villains. And I ended up coming up with I can't really talk about it too much because I don't want my ideas getting stolen or anything, but if you're in the private chat, I kind of showed some to some of my buddies, and they kind of have a rough idea of what I'm going to be going for one of the main, not really one of the main villains, but kind of like one of the sort of like, he's going to be kind of a sort of a henchman type character for the main villain. Like, so I'm kind of going for like my own sort of like little, I guess, kind of like dark side level character, even though he's not going to be as powerful, I don't think. But he's going to have that sort of presence, that sort of impact on the team. It's going to be this big, like, overarching villain throughout the entire series. At least that's what I'm going for. Obviously, things can change. Things can, that's the basic premise I'm going for here. So, but it's funny because it's like I have a lot of the villains like sort of figured out more so than I do the actual heroes. Like, I mean, I have a basic understanding of what I want from the heroes, just not as much as like the villains. I don't know, I guess it's kind of easier to come up with villains and stuff like that than just the heroes, because I think there's a little bit more creativity, or not really creativity, but there's a little bit more freedom for what you can do with the villains and stuff. Whereas with heroes, you want to kind of because you kind of have to work within the confines of your heroes, like your motivations and whatnot. And you kind of it's kind of hard. It's just kind of harder to come up with new heroes, But it's definitely gonna be a lot of fun. I have a basic understanding of what I want my heroes to be like. Just gotta put more thought into it, I guess. But yeah. All right. So far, so good. So far, my stream hasn't been bugging out. I have no idea what was happening. Like, I think something was wrong with the. I think it had something to do with like the IP address not really registering on my, because the app got a new update a couple days ago. So I don't know how technology works or how it works, but it's kind of a. Hold on. It was like for example, the IP address was kind of having trouble getting read by the app, I think. Or I don't understand this computer stuff. I draw, but so far so good. So, all right. All right. Kind of mapped out where I want sort of I want the sky to kind of go. I kind of have not really a muddy, but kind of it's kind of brighter. Man, extreme. Hold on. Yeah, it's a little bit brighter than it is in real life, or it's showing up brighter on the screen than it is in real life. So. But yeah, I kind of going for like I'm like really inspired by the sort of the fall Cybertron games. I really love the way they designed the Cybertron in that game. It was just so beautiful. Like, it was just like there's like moments where in that game where I just like sit and look around. Like it's like holy shit, it's incredible. Yeah, I gotta do a playthrough of the fall Cybertron games. Those are a lot of fun. All right. I actually kind of like this color. Yeah, I think this works really well. Really contrasts well with Sixshot here. Oop. I should probably show you what I'm coloring in. All right. So we're kind of working a little bit within the time frame, which I mean I should be able to make it, but got about 3 hours till Mara goes live. So, but I should be able to. Just the background and the foreground, kind of. So shouldn't take me too long. Probably won't be able to do any touch-ups, though. That's the only thing I won't be able to do today. All right. It's a good thing I got some refills for my beiges the other day. So got EE21 for those wondering which colors I'm using. I'll try to show or say what colors I'm using in case someone is watching in the future and wants to know which colors I was using. Because I find that kind of helped me a lot when I was watching some videos from like Todd Knock and Don McTeague and stuff like that. Stanley Archer. I actually watched those guys a lot, especially more recently because I'm, it was because I started. So I'm still kind of relatively new to Copics, so. But yeah, what I love about the Fall Cybertron is there's so much color. There's like so much, there's like just so beautifully designed, I really wish they'd, I don't know, the stuff behind it, but I just want to see a Fall Cybertron sequel, dude. It's like, I could see them but in terms of, I could actually see them doing it based off of the Exodus novels, where it's like you're on different planets, like fighting the Quintessons and stuff. Because in the line continuity, there was kind of they kind of established that the Autobots didn't just immediately go to Earth when they left Cybertron. They actually went to different planets and stuff like that. And so before they arrived on Earth, at least that was kind of explored in the Exodus novels, and so that'd be kind of cool to explore in like a video game or something like that, where like you're fighting the Quintessons on their different planets and stuff. Could make for interesting storytelling as well. But at the same time, I kind of really just want to go to Earth and like just do a full-on G1 Transformers game, like what all the characters look like the characters, and they all have the same like G1 like same car modes they had in G1 cartoon. Even though I know that it's kind of hard to do that because a lot of the toy company or the car companies don't actually, because unless you've been in a little bit of history with Hasbro and car companies for the Transformers, because some companies didn't really want their character, the Transformers, to be associated with their cars because they didn't want them to be so associated with, like, I guess, violent characters or whatever. That which I don't know. But I mean, I'd be like, but at least that. But they could at least have some cars that look similar to the G1 cars and stuff. Anyways, Sixshot. Looking, I did a little bit of a little touch-ups on the figure a little bit, just tidied him up a little bit with the add a bit more of a purplish tint to the mask, or not the mask, but the face plate underneath the face, or the face underneath the mask plate, whatever. Fuck yeah. Cursey Transformers for having Transformer terminology. All right. I am tired. I actually did a little bit of design work today, actually, on one of the characters for my book. I kind of, because I was chilling in Lethal's chat earlier when he was doing his gaming stream. I kind of talked a little bit about one of the female characters that's going to be in the book. So I did a little bit of design work for her. And one of the things about this book is that we're going to be going back to like sort of the traditional routes of what superhero stories were meant to be more like. And so you're going to see women look like women. You're not going to look like freaking horse face Captain Marvel from that one comic a couple years ago. It's like, what the? It's like, no, you're going to see women with boobs. They're going to be sexy. They're going to be beautiful. And they're also going to be interesting characters, interesting, well-written characters. Hopefully, if I can pull that off, obviously. But yeah. All right. There's not really too much to her character at the moment, obviously, just because I'm still early stages. But basic idea is she's going to be a doctor type character. She's probably going to be. I haven't really decided what her role in the story will be, how much she's going to be connected to the heroes and stuff. But she's going to be, or what specifically her role would be versus like, or how she ties into it is more in question at the moment. So. But yeah, I still need to do a game stream. I've been putting it off for too long. I've just been really busy on my art here. But we'll do this game stream at some point, maybe. I think I might have a day off something, or I don't know. I might have another day off soon, so I'll see about. Cause I need to test out StreamYards and see how that works. But yeah, once we get it all figured out, we'll probably do some gaming streams because I like playing games. Probably won't be a scheduled thing. I kind of mentioned this a little bit a while ago. It probably won't be every it's not going to be a scheduled thing. It's going to be kind of like a sort of a random thing. Every so often I'll do a games stream or whatever. All right, let's try and blend that in with the YR 000. It'd be cool if like Sixshot was actually in the fall Cybertron games. That'd be fucking sick. Although I don't know how you do that gameplay wise. It's like you'd be like, how do you transform into this one when I need it most? It's like you have to swap like every time. It'd probably be a hard thing to do logically, mechanic wise. I don't know, maybe there could be like a sort of like one of those things where like kind of like the Arkham games where like you get that sort of gadget wheel or something like that. Maybe something like that would kind of work for a Sixshot in a game. But I'm not sure if that would work with the fall Cybertron gameplay though. It's not really. I don't know. Maybe there could be some way to incorporate it, but. All right. actually. All right. Here, I'll bring this up just a little. There we go. Probably won't need you. I'll just use it for. Yeah, that works. Add just a little bit of yellow hue to it. All right, so far so good. App hasn't crashed yet. It did constantly last stream. New update's kind of dog shit. I don't know what's going on with that, so hopefully it smartens up the stream. Just a little bit on just like kind of the lower levels here. Okay, this is how sky works. It goes dark, light to dark. Obviously. All right. Let's pull out. I think we'll pull out some RV. Hold on, I gotta pull my reference. Yeah, we'll add a little bit of the purple now. Get that going. So we're using RV 000 for those interested. Which I think I'll pull up the lavender. Hopefully this pen doesn't die on me. Hey, Lancaster, how you doing, man? Love Sixshot, yeah. Oh, nice, dude. Nice. I've never watched the Headmaster stuff. I've never watched any of that. I'm thinking about going back and watching some of that, though. I know a little bit about the sequel series stuff, but not a whole lot. But I know that Sixshot had a big role in that. Like, they kind of give him like a little bit of a redemption arc, if I'm not mistaken. Where he ended up, I think it was, I don't know. Or it's like he kind of became an Autobot, but it wasn't really set or something. I don't know. I can't really remember what was the story behind that. But yeah, he's kind of a cool character. A little bit ridiculous. You know, he transforms to 6 different things. It's like, how many different modes do you need, bro? I guess you can never have too many. Yeah. I'd love to see like Sixshot in a movie. Like he's like one of those villain. And there's a bunch of Decepticons who could carry their own movie, you know. But I don't really trust Hollywood, so with the, I mean, Bumblebee was fine, but I have a lot of like reservations about this newer movie they're coming out with. Just not really a big fan of them mixing in the Beast Wars era stuff with the G1 era stuff. Just it doesn't really mesh well with my. Not that I have anything against Beast Wars. I was never really a big Beast Wars guy. I was more a G1 fan, but I definitely do have a lot of respect for the Beast Wars stuff because it did do a lot for the franchise. All right, and we'll work on this. There we go. Hopefully, I can get an overhead camera set on that one. That way, you can get a better view of the thing, aside from me just moving it around half the time. But like, yeah, there's a lot of like Decepticons who could really like carry their own film. Like I was like, that's what pissed me off so much about the third movie. It's like you had Shockwave in the movie, and it's like he doesn't do shit. It's like he shows up at the beginning to say some shit, and then he just disappears until the final battle. And he doesn't do shit in the final battle either. It's like it's ass beat by humans and Prime and everything. It's like these motherfuckers not know who Shockwave was. Like he was like one of the most powerful Decepticons, especially in the Marvel fucking comics. Like he was like OP as fuck, and he didn't do shit in the movie. The movie might have some name on it, but yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I'm really interested in. I'm mostly just interested in seeing the G1 roots coming back. But I just hope they get the characters right. I hope they get Prime right, you know. Because a lot of the newer shows are kind of trying to turn Prime into a bit more cathartic hero rather than the, you know, with the Netflix series, they kind of try to make Prime a lot more quote unquote relatable or whatever. But doing something ended up making him just not Optimus Prime at all. He's completely devoid of all hope and optimism. Just not really who the character is, you know. It's kind of the same problem like the most like Hollywood has. Like, you know, we saw that with Superman in the Man of Steel movie. We saw it with Luke Skywalker, where it's like they think they need to deconstruct and darken the inspirational heroes in order to make them interesting. It's just like, no, you don't have to do that at all. Like, just let the heroes be the heroes they are. Like, look at Colossus. Like, look at the way they portrayed Colossus and how well he was received in the Deadpool movies. Like, that was Colossus from the comic books. Like, that's his personality. That's, you know. Yeah, and they didn't try to make him darker for no reason. It's just like, no, they just made Colossus. They just let Colossus be Colossus, you know. And obviously, in the movies, they've kind of made Prime a freaking psycho. You know, he's like completely just like killing people. Not that he's against killing, but the way he kills them is what's the issue. He's just like, you know, ripping them in half and being overly brutal. It's just not really the way Prime, you know, fights. So, But they actually got his fighting style right in the Bumblebee movie because you don't see him like just like ripping people's heads off and that. It's like he's just like taking them out, not really glorifying in it, because Prime's not here to he doesn't take any pleasure or enjoyment out of it or anything like that. It's just part of the job, To me, Prime always fights with a bit more dignity than what the films have shown. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I kind of just want to see them do Fall of Cybertron 2 or a sequel to that game. That's what I really want to see. Been waiting for that game for like 10 years now. But I don't know if we'll be getting it because Hasbro kind of pulled the plug on Activision or some shit. And High Moon, I think, went out of business and shit. I think like an open world game would be kind of cool with Transformers as well. Like kind of like the Arkham games, but with Transformers and more characters, obviously, because you don't want to just play as one Transformer. You want to play as all of them. But all right. Yeah, I really love the multiplayer in the Fall Cybertron games. I used to wreck people all the time. Especially, I really love the escalation modes for both the games. It's a lot of fun. That's actually the only good thing about the Rise of Dark Spark game that they did a couple years ago. It's kind of that game was horrible, like story wise, because it was trying to tie into the movies. I guess it's weird. It's kind of doing like doing an Elseworld story in that game. They had the movie storyline, then they had like the Fall Cybertron stuff. So it's kind of like a mix of the two. But the escalation mode in the game was kind of cool because you got to play as more characters. Like you play as any character like you wanted. Because in the Fall Cybertron, you're kind of like you kind of forced to play as 4 characters rather than being able to play as any character you wanted. You couldn't pick any Autobot or Decepticon you wanted to play. But in the Rise of Dark Spark, you could play as like all the Dinobots. You could play as all the versions of Optimus Prime they had in the game, which I think they had the movie, the G1, and like the Fall Cybertron skins for him. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's voicing him in the new movie, isn't he? I think that Ron Perlman was cast to play Optimus Primal in the new movie they're doing. But yeah, Machinima series was okay. I get it was kind of meh. I didn't think it was like as bad as some people said it was, but it's still pretty. It had some good ideas. It had some good ideas. It just didn't really execute them very well, if that makes sense. I did like Megatron's storyline in that. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was like a really more realistic take on Megatron having a redemption arc. I thought it was more realistic than a little bit more realistic than the IDW verse. I would say, even though I do like the IDW storyline what they did with them, I think that the Machinima one was a little bit more closer to home. And a little bit more closer to how I think that Megatron would go about like sort of a redemption type of arc. Yeah. I don't know why they don't just bring back Gary Chalk, though. That's the thing. I don't know why he's not coming back. Then again, they've been dodging Peter Cullen and Frank Welker as of late, and they've kind of been going behind their backs and like having different people voice them, not even voice them. Like, well, I mean, Megatron's not bad, but like they're for the new Netflix series and a lot of the other cartoons, they got someone to just do an impression of Peter Cullen's voice rather than just actually hiring Peter to do it himself. which I just don't really like that. It's just like, and I understand what they're trying to do because I understand, it's, these actors are not going to be here forever. I understand you're trying to get, people to take their places when they're gone. But at the same time, it's just like, well, Peter Cullen and Frank Booker can still do the roles. They've expressed many times that they're still, interested in playing these characters as long as they can. So I just think it's very disrespectful. Where's my pen? I think my pen needs some refilling. So hold on. It's 31. So this way. Don't think I put enough in the other day. So yeah, it's like something to the unions. Yeah. But they almost like not even had. They almost did Bumblebee without him in when they did that movie. They almost had like John Bailey play him in the movie. So yeah, I just think it's very disrespectful to someone who's been voicing the character for the longest time, and Peter Cullen really created that character. Like he truly did. Like when he, and so I don't know. I just do not like the way I just hate the way they're treating him. All right, should be better. All right, that's different. I'll just put them up here. We'll just move on to the E21. Yeah. Like sound was easy because you could just do the voice effect, obviously, but like, and obviously, characters like Starscream. Actually, the guy who played Starscream in the new Netflix series and I think he played him in the Machinima series as well. He did a really, really good job. So. But don't know why they don't bring back like Corey Burton to play Shockwave anymore. I think the last time he played him was, I think it was animated. No. I think he came back for one of the. It wasn't for the game itself. It was just for like one of the TV spots for the War for Cybertron game when they were introducing Shockwave into the game. But like, yeah, it's been forever since they've let Corey Burton play Shockwave. They had David Sobolov, who did a great job in the Transformers Prime cartoon, and they had Steve Bloom play him in the War for Cybertron game, or Fall of Cybertron and the Rise of Darkspark game. But yeah, honestly, if they're gonna recast Optimus Prime, like they should at least have like Gary Chalk take over. Like if anyone's taking over for Peter Cullen's Gary Chalk, like that's a guy who should be taking over. And the new guy just doesn't really have like just doesn't really feel like Optimus Prime to me. I mean, it's a good impression of Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime, but not. There's just something missing, It's missing that heart and soul that Peter Cullen like just effortlessly portrays, All right. Time is it? 3:30. We got time. I'm gonna start pulling out some grays soon. Also, kind of miss Peter Cullen playing Ironhide because I don't think he's played him since the '86 movie. But yeah, he hasn't played Ironhide in a while. I mean, obviously because he's a more prominent actor, so obviously it costs more to hire him and whatnot. But it's like, let him be Ironhide. I miss Ironhide. Miss his Ironhide voice. Granted, there have been some. I think the best actor who's played him since Peter Cullen was like the guy from the Fall Cybertron games. But I want Peter Cullen back. All right. Let's see if my pen's ready. I don't know if I put enough in. Oh well. Yeah, should be fine. All right. Let's throw in the. Oh my gosh. Dude. Had the lid off on one of my pens. It's like shit. All right, let's get some purple in this background. Hold on. Just need to look at my reference, make sure. All right. So we're gonna kind of go. Start from the corners. There we go. Just kind of map out where we want the grays to go. We'll also have a nice color to kind of blend it into the grays. Yeah, the voice effect actually for Soundwave actually wasn't actually that good in the newer series, Netflix series. I don't know, it just sounded a little off. Didn't really sound as cool as it used to be. Sounded a little too computery, not enough of the. I guess the vocoder they were using wasn't really as. Yeah, I like the way his voice sounded in the Cybertron games. He sounded really fucking cool in that game. But yeah, as long as you can do the claw voice and you have a vocoder, you can do a Soundwave impression. Yeah, that's probably the thing. Well, I mean, because at the same time, like I actually have a software on my computer that does a pretty decent vocoder Soundwave sort of voice. So I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to be fancy, do something new with them or something. I don't know. I just don't use my vocoder as much or my voice modifier as much because it's kind of a pain in the ass to figure out, or not figure out, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to switch between the voice thing or the audio file rather. But maybe one day we'll do like a stream where I'm just like doing the Soundwave voice the entire stream. That could be something. It'll probably get annoying after a while, though. In the Master Force, you'll get to discover the hilarity Named like Slapdash. Oh man, slap ass. Fangry. Like someone's parents thought it. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I thought Spike was a little bit goofy, but Slapdash and Fangry, that's a new one. That's funny. All right, let's get a little bit of the RV in there. Yeah, I just hope when they do bring back Megatron in the movies, which I really hope that they don't fuck him up the way they did in the Michael Bay films. Because they just made him a fucking bitch in that movie. Those movies. Like, he's just always like the subordinate for some other villain. Yeah. The first movie, he was just like, well, in the first movie he wasn't. He was kind of like just doing whatever. But he was barely in that movie anyway, so. But the second movie, he came back and he was like fucking bowing down to the Fallen. And then he became the bitch for Sentinel in the third movie. And then the fourth movie, he's just doing fuck all. And then the fifth movie is the bitch for the Quintesson chick. And then, yeah. It's just like, Megatron. It's like, motherfucker, do you not watch the cartoon? It's like, Megatron's top dog. It's like, fuck off. Stop fucking around. And there was an entire episode in Transformers Prime where it's like Megatron thought that his role as leader would be subverted by, you know, this new army he was creating, and he decided to pull a plug on it because of that, you know, like because he didn't want any competition or anything like that. It's like, nope, I'm in command, bitch. All right. Let's pull in a darker shade now. Can you not? Give that more time to adjust. Yeah, one of the third-party companies actually came out with a really cool. Well, didn't come out. I think it's like it's still in pre-order for it, but yeah, this really cool Megatron, which I guess is kind of based off some leaked concept art from the Bumblebee movie. That was because Megatron was originally supposed to be in it. He just was cut from the movie, which I'm not too sure how big of a role he had or how far along they were in production with his scenes. Because originally there was going to be a scene in the dam, in the Hoover Dam, but instead of the movie of Megatron, it was going to be the G1 Megatron instead. It was under ice and whatnot. But I guess they cut that because they didn't want to have any ties to the Bumblebee movie. But then there was like some rumors that Travis Knight actually had a scene where Megatron was actually going to be in like the battle scene on the Cybertron sequence from that movie, which would have been really cool. Yeah. And they killed him, and he's permanently melted down for. Yeah. Yeah, he was fucking obnoxious in that movie. I was glad when his character fucking died. I mean, all the fucking human characters in those movies are fucking annoying. Like, they're all fucking obnoxious characters you don't give a shit about. I mean, at least the G1 cartoon, they had more likable human characters. Like, you know, Spike was fine. Like, he was kind of annoying at times, but like Sparkplug was fine. Chip was fine. You know, Carly was fine. And they didn't really override the entire storyline. You know, they weren't the main focus the majority of the time. You know. Whereas the movies, they focus way too much on the humans, not enough on the Transformers. And when they do focus on Transformers, it's fucking dog shit. Like, a lot of the storytelling for them is dog shit, so can't really win at all with those movies. Got bounce. All right, later, Ironcaster. Hope you have a good stream, man. Yeah, I'm going to be dropping out in a couple hours actually, because I have to join Mara for some gaming on her Twitch channel. So, but I should be live for another hour and a half, something like that. Let's see, was it? It's 3? It's almost 4. So, yeah, I'll probably go for another hour and a half. Oh, the voice. Oh, shit. What's happening? Hopefully it's better now. Not too sure what's going on with it. Okay. Let's go this way. All right. So let's put some BB31 over it, and that should sort of blend it out nicely with the rest of the colors here. And this guy needs a refill soon, but I don't have one for this color, so it should be fine for the rest of this guy. Just gonna have to power through it. Actually, I'm really liking everything, so I should turn it out now. Pretty nice. All right. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of how I did the Green Goblin one, where I did the sky. Kind of put a bunch of different layers of colors underneath, and it kind of came back in with one solid color for the kind of just going all over the sky, and it created this really nice background effect. Made it really pop out. I'm also having a little bit of detail in the sky. I gotta do more. I need to do some more Spider-Man villains at some point. I haven't really decided because in December I kind of did a big Batman villains sort of a for lack of a better term marathon. I think I did like 9 streams. I did a bunch of villains. I kind of thought about maybe doing a part 2, like maybe for next year. I'd probably do like either do another Batman month or do a different Rogues Gallery. I haven't really decided yet, but so I really do want to draw like Superman villains. Like Superman is some of the coolest villains ever. But Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man has a lot of great villains as well. It'll be a lot of fun to draw. Well, there's a lot of villains I didn't get to draw, this year because I did get to like a lot of the A-listers too. Like I kind of did I did some A-listers, but there are a lot of like B and C list characters in this one, which is fun. I like doing because I do admire and I do like the lesser known villains as well. I didn't get to do a Joker or a Two-Face or a Penguin, but we can probably do that this next year maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how much unless I get like really into my comic book, then maybe I might have to change up there. Because I really want to put all my energy into the book I'm doing. This side. And you can't see here. All right, let's get this one look. Just do a little bit of this color. Looks nice. I kind of like that. Let's do a little bit of the V12. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? Just picking up from where you left off last Sunday because I was having connection issues, but I think we're good now because the app I was using was kind of bugging out every now and then, so I kind of just had to fix that problem. So yeah, probably go for another hour and a half though, because I have to be on another stream a little bit later tonight. But yeah, sure. I don't know. I have to look them up though. I have to look them up, but there's definitely a lot of voice actors I can kind of see playing in. Just kind of like name off the top of my head. I mean, I think honestly anyone who can kind of give off that kind of sort of douchebaggy, sort of a masculine type of guy, you know. So I see him as a very masculine type character, so something. Maybe like a Fred Tatasciore could be a decent pick. Nolan North could probably do a decent job. Thanks, man. Yeah. I still need to get back onto the combiners I've been working on. I've been doing I kind of put them on the back burner because I've been having a lot of I've been focusing a lot of my creative energy on my comic books. So actually, last night I actually came up with a design idea for my one of the villains actually for the book, which I kind of can't talk about because I don't want because internet's a big place and there's a lot of shady people out there. You don't want people like stealing your ideas or anything like that. You know, so you never know who's out there. You never know who's watching your videos. You know. Yeah, I'll definitely check them out. Well, not tonight because I have to stream with Mara, but keep reminding me in the chat, and I'll end up having to cheat. Eventually I'll end up looking them up. So yeah, I'll do a little bit in here actually. Yeah. I'll go right there. It sucks kind of having this comic book in your head, not really being able to express a lot of the ideas yet, just because it's so like early on right now. But I can talk about a little bit of some things here and there, but not really the main sort of stuff. But especially story related stuff, you don't because you never know who's watching. You don't want some jack off, stealing your ideas and publishing a book with whatnot. And, yeah, but I actually really like that color. So. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess I could kind of see him as because I've watched the Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which is a great show, by the way. Really great show. So yeah, I could definitely see him playing Divicade. But yeah. All right. Just got a little bit of a yellow hint to it, and then we'll add some more beige. And I think we'll kind of wrap up the background here. And then we'll move on to the buildings here, which kind of aren't really in perspective very well, but it's Cybertron. I can do whatever I want. It's an alien planet, so. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Well, I'll try to make it happen. I just have a lot on my plate right now. But I do really appreciate all the suggestions and stuff like that. It's really cool. People want that, people actually want to see me draw stuff like that. It's cool. I'm just really focusing a lot of my creative energy onto my book right now. That's the thing. But I'll try to get some of these. I mean, the good thing is that this book is kind of not going to be. I don't really think this book's going to be out in next couple. It's going to be a while before I can really put pen and ink down for this book. So if you got ideas, send them now. I'll try to get them started. All right. Anyways, all right. Here's this guy. All right, let's. All right. I think I had not this guy. Okay. Not a warm gray, but maybe another E. That works. Luckily, this moon is going to be all grayed in, so I don't have to worry too much about getting ink on it. There you go. Not really all that familiar with John Carpenter movies. So I've never really seen. There's a lot. You'll be surprised how many movies I have, like popular movies I've never seen. So I've never seen a big Trouble Little China. So. That's because I didn't really watch a whole lot of movies when I was younger. I mean, it was I watched a lot of movies, but not really. I was always like watching like Star Wars and like superhero films. So I was never really into anything else at the time. So, and I've just been lazy, too lazy to put on watch a new movie or old movie that I haven't seen before. There's probably a lot of movies I've seen that I'll probably, if I say it, I'll probably get a lot of face palms from a lot of people. So, hey Jacob, how you doing, man? No, I haven't seen anything from the new season from Young Justice. And I have no desire to at all. Let's go over them. There we go. All right. Yeah, I just have not like paid attention to anything new in recent days. Like, I haven't even been to the theater since. So I haven't seen any of the new Marvel movies or anything like that. I've just been really, well, I'm mostly focused a lot on my channel and my art last year. But the last time I was at the theater was I think it was Empire Strikes Back when they were, because during the whole coup stuff, you know. They were re-releasing old movies and stuff like that, so I went to go see Empire Strikes Back. So, which that was cool. It was cool. Classic Star Wars, so can't complain. Even though, yeah, it is kind of giving money to Disney, but yeah, small price to pay. It's like I just want to see, Empire, one of the original Star Wars movies on the big screen, because I was not old enough to experience that. So, and unfortunately, my dad actually kept me away from watching episode 3 when that was coming out because it was too dark, according to him at least. But so I didn't get to go to the movie theaters to see those movies. Had to wait until it was on DVD and stuff. So, not really the biggest fan, but I do like the Kung Fu Panda movies though. So that's as far as I go. I'm not really against it. Just never really got into those types of films. But I like Kung Fu Panda, so because well, those movies are great. Those are well written movies, so and they're fucking hilarious. And I love fat jokes, so they always crack me up. All right, I think that does it for the background there. I think it's looking pretty good. All right, let's pull some grays. I'm gonna start with the. Actually, no, we're gonna pull some purples, and I'll get the purple highlights worked on in the background because I'm kind of basing the background off of some concept art from the Fall of Cyber or War for Cybertron game, and it was kind of there's like and in those games there's a lot of like purple highlights and stuff all over the place and red ones depending on which city you're in. If you're like in an Autobot city or just Decepticon city, you usually had like purple or red. You know, so it's a little too dark. Let's get. We'll start with the pink, and then we'll kind of work our way into darker colors. Yeah, I love those movies. I love all three of them. Third one was a little bit weaker than the first two, but it was still a pretty solid movie. Solid ending to the series. Should I think this guy? I think 21. Yeah, Jackie Chan was in the Kung Fu Panda movies, I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, he played the monkey, I think. All right, so we'll just go around the area. Is this vent here? We kind of make a little bit of a purplish tint to it. Kind of have a little glow. There we go. Oop, and I'm not showing you where I'm trying. Here, I'll go this way. So. All right. Yeah, I really liked the second movie. That was a really good movie. Just do the fence here. Let me do this one. Oh, like this. Yeah, I just really like those movies are just so good. The writing's really good. There's a lot of really good payoffs and whatnot. It just questions from like the first movie get answered in the second movie and then third. And it's just really, really well written, which is strange because like it's a silly ass concept. Jack Black is a goddamn panda, and it ends up being like I'd say it's one of DreamWorks' better movies. Although to be fair, there are a lot of movies I haven't seen from them, but I just really those movies like kind of really connected with me a lot. Like a lot of the themes that they were going for there. Yeah, he was the monkey. And they had Lucy Liu in that movie, I think. That was kind of cool. She was a snake. I'll kind of just put this on the so I have a little bit of glow around here. All right. Let's put it right here. Trying to find areas that look like they could be good for like little vents. I've not seen the Dragon Trilogy. I think I saw parts of the first one though. There's a lot I haven't seen. I haven't seen Megamind yet, which I shouldn't think of watching. I heard it's a really good movie, but just haven't really had the time for a lot of movies. But I haven't seen the Dragon movies. I think I watched the first two Madagascar films, but not the third one. What else is there? Let's put them on the lines here. There we go. Yeah, they really did have a really solid cast like that. Like I'm not really the biggest Jack Black fan, but he was great as Poe in those movies. I thought that's just like perfect casting. That's probably. I mean, I haven't seen him in much, but like to me, that's like probably his best role. I'd say that's his best role. All right. Okay, let's get this side going. Just going anywhere I think might be a good place for like a little light effect, and then we'll go over it if it doesn't really work out. Some grays. I heard rumors there's supposed to be a fourth Kung Fu Panda, but I'm not too sure when. I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit. One part of me does want to see it, but another half doesn't want me to see it because it could very easily go woke, or just be badly written or whatever. It's just So hopefully it doesn't. Hope it. And not, I mean, obviously not being woke is not the only thing. I also want it to be a really good story and stuff like that. It furthers the world and Poe's story and all that. Yeah. Well, I don't know really. But I'm not really sure how. I mean, there's kind of a lot of ways you can kind of take those movies. Because the thing with Hollywood is they've kind of proven that there's nothing they won't do, in terms of pissing you off. So I saw the first two Toy Story movies. I haven't seen the second. I haven't seen the third or fourth one yet, though. I like the first two, though. I just haven't really gone around to the third or fourth one yet. All right, let's pull this guy out. This one's kind of dying on me. Just some beer. I think it's a little dark. Hold on. Maybe 12. Yeah, I think it's better. Yeah, I've heard good things about the movies. I mean, I've heard nice things about the fourth one, but I heard the third one's really, really good. We'll just kind of move from the purples into a grayish color. That'd be the best way to approach this one. Gotcha. I think we'll pull them. Yeah. I missed an area. Hold on. All right, there we go. Trying to color around the light effects as much as I can. It's kind of hard though. I haven't seen the trailer for the new Buzz Lightyear actually, but I did. I don't remember watching. There's a cartoon, wasn't there? Like a Buzz Lightyear. I think I remember watching that a little bit when I was younger. Which I think would be 31. And we'll do 25 or 23. Yeah. Honestly, the way with Hollywood is, I'm kind of hoping they don't touch a lot of franchises. Like, even though I'd like to see a fourth, like Kung Fu Panda, I do still like worry about obviously most like superhero stuff and Transformers and all that stuff. I just do not trust the Hollywood the way it is now. You kind of have to pick and choose, which movies you're gonna watch, rather than just being confident that having a little bit of, they just don't really inspire a lot of confidence anymore. It's just like you flip a coin and they go woke. Either they go woke or they just do some dumb shit. All right. Yeah, you need a refill. 31. All right, now points. All right, let's move on to darker shade. Yeah, let's go right this side. Oh, Buzz Lightyear versus Samurai Jack. That'd be a fun one. Technology guy versus Samurai. That'd be an interesting one. Ooh. Maybe Kenny Tarkovsky, maybe. Like because he understands the character a lot more. So since he basically did the character for a long time, so that would make most sense. And maybe have him collab with like Jay Alleviate from DC. All right, I think we. Oh yeah, 4:30. Okay. Yeah, we still got time. All right. I think we'll move on to BV25 after this building. Okay, let's pull this out actually. All right, 25. Then we'll kind of go over this with some cool gray, just to tidy it up. Yeah, that'd make the most sense to me. I was kind of like thinking about like as a movie or animated movie or something like that, But as a comic book, that'd be kind of cool. I think it would make more sense to do a comic book. So. Okay. Yeah, obviously, the best Batman is obviously the animated stuff. Just perfect. Perfectly portrayed. Nothing else has come close to being as good, I don't think. Just all of this. Right. Let's see what colors can use. Just trying to look at the reference. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I think I'll add a darker purple. I think that would be like for the lights, I guess. That look better. I was kind of using the pinkish colors to kind of map out where I want them to go. It's good to always use like a lighter shade to do that when you're coloring. That should all be darked out there. Actually. There's color stuff. Yeah, I like the. I like both. I like both. I think they did Green Arrow pretty well in both the Young Justice and the animated, the Unlimited show. I actually rewatched the Magnus arc last night, last night of Justice League. It was real. It still holds up. Like to me, it's like one of the best like Justice League stories ever made. Like it's just so well done. Yeah. Oh, I didn't like him in Young Justice. Got it. Yeah, I thought it was okay. Yeah, I did think it was kind of weird that he kind of just left Roy. Didn't really go back for him, but it seemed fairly accurate to the comics. So, yeah, that was like one part I just didn't really like. Yeah, I definitely did prefer his role in Unlimited. Like, he was just so good in that show. Like, he was kind of like, you know, he's kind of like the, you know, he's just kind of like the most level-headed guy I found in the show. Or no, actually, no, I kind of found that his role in the Cadmus arc was really, really strong. Kind of was siding with with humanity a little bit more because he's like, look, dude, I'm a human too. It's like like I'm scared of you guys, like, because it's like, if you guys do decide to turn evil, he's like, I wouldn't be able to do shit about it, So. Well, I actually really like the Batman's role in that storyline, where he's kind of like the common sense guy, like, or he's kind of a, because it's like, no, it's like, because like they all like decide to turn themselves in, and it's just like Batman's just like, no, fuck that, we didn't do shit. It wasn't us who destroyed. It wasn't us. It was someone else like took over our station. We're not responsible. Like, we need to take action instead of just like making peace or doing all this like. Or instead of like thinking about it, it's, yeah. All right, so kind of blend these colors in. Him and like Martian Manhunter were kind of like the more level-headed ones in that episode. And Flash Out, it was actually pretty. Everyone like that whole arc was just so fucking good. Like everyone had a really strong role in that series. Hunters in Question had a great arc. Captain Atom, I thought it was odd that they never really addressed what Captain Atom did in the Unlimited later episodes. I thought that would be kind of a point of contention among the team, where because you kind of turn against everybody for a moment there, So I always thought it was kind of odd that they never really touch upon it in other seasons, like where you have members like kind of questioning him and whatnot, or not really trusting him fully. That was a really cool ass fight between Superman and Captain Atom. I was just like, fuck yeah. I think it's time for some cool days. Well, not a 5. I think we'll start with 4. Okay, not. Yeah, it's a. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like the way they did Superman in the first season of Young Justice. I thought he was kind of a dick. Yeah, he was kind of just being a dick to what's his name, Connor Kent. you know, like because he didn't really want to take responsibility for raising him or showing him the ways. It's like, no, you're. It's like, no, Superman would be the first in line to help someone out with their, like he'd be the first one. He'd be, all on board with that, because. But instead, he's like kind of running away from his responsibilities. It's just like, that's not Superman. Let's go over all this. I'll use the pen for this, or the jelly roll rather. It's getting tedious now. Yeah. How is it? 4:50. Yeah, we should be able to finish this in time. Probably won't be able to do any of the touch-ups though. A little bit later, like the pen work, or like tidying up the wall line work and the little effects here and there. But we should have main colors done by the end of the stream. So. Then tomorrow I should be able to get the time lapse out. My problem is that it takes a lot. Like, it takes like an hour, hour and a half to download the video file properly. Well, this camera, there we go. Tilted just a little bit. All right, let's get the 5 out. I think this one needs to be a little bit darker too. Probably add some neutral grays in actually. Yeah, I'd like to see a Green Arrow and Black Canary movie or animated movie. That'd be kind of cool too. All right. All right. Yeah. I'm not as familiar with the Green Arrow's lore, but yeah, but I did like him in like the animated stuff I've seen him in. So didn't really like him in the CW. I just didn't really like that. I understand that he kind of started out. It's just a little bit too much like Batman, and they were using a lot of like Batman villains, especially, which I just didn't really. Now, granted, when he first came out, when he was first being introduced, he was a lot more like Batman. But over the years, he kind of started to develop his own personality that was very separate to Batman. Yeah, he had a bit more humor. He had a bit more of a sense of humor than like Batman. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I definitely have to look that up. Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about Amico, but all right, I think we're okay. Yeah, that looks better. One problem is I don't want to make it too dark because there's some dark elements to Sixshot's body, and you don't want to. You kind of want him to stand out a bit more. And if you have too many dark elements in like the background, it can kind of take away from him. What the? All right, let's do this thing again. Hold on. Yeah. Doing so well. Now it's fucking me over. Hold on. Come on. Why don't you want to reconnect? Why don't you want to? Hold on. There we go. All right. Now we're back. That's going to be annoying. It's going to take some getting used to. Yeah, that shit was happening all the time on Sunday. Kept disconnecting. Hey, Grumpy. How you doing, man? Yeah. Well, I will reveal who the which team he belongs to by the end of the stream. So. Maybe we'll do more of these like trivia things. I think it's fun. All right. There's his hand. Luckily, I didn't mess up anything. But how you doing, Grumpy? So far, we've only had one interruption throughout the stream, so I have no idea what's going on with it. I don't understand what's up with the IV cam thing. Yeah, I really like the Batman is a pretty good show. It was pretty decent. Yeah, I actually like some of the a lot of the characters in the Batman. All right, let's see. Oh, not this guy. Actually, this would not be too bad. Okay, I like that. Yeah. Still a little bit of purple here. Yeah, I think the purple works a lot better, actually. Looks a lot more Decepticon-ish. Try to go for that War for Cybertron sort of look to it. Yeah. That was cool. I like the animated Green Arrow movie they did. Short that they did. That was pretty cool. I also watched I saw the Jonah Hex one. I saw the Spectre one. Those ones were really cool as well. DC used to be so fucking good. Now they're kind of dog shit now. They used to be so good with their animations and stuff. Now they can't, until they went to their New 52 brother and said, yeah, let's make some crackhead fucking storylines. These new movies. It's like, great idea. All right, let's try this thing. Let's see. All right, 506. We got time. Plenty of time. All right, line for me. I'll pop in a second. Yeah, no problem, man. Got in the colors for yeah, that too, yeah. Yeah, I think the problem with the Bowie movie was that I think that they were kind of rushing production a little bit. So I think that originally, I don't know if this is this is just pure speculation, but it seems like that was originally supposed to be Starscream in the movie, but they had to come out or whatever in order to fit. Because I think that cause what happened was they were doing the Bowie movie originally meant to be a prequel movie to the Bay films, but then when the fifth movie kind of failed, they kind of had to change gears because they lost a lot of money off of Transformers 5. So they kind of had to reshape the Transformers movies going forward and stuff. Here, let's go for the purple. I always like the purple smoke effect. A lot better. There we go. And so they kind of, but yeah, I mean, so I guess they didn't really have enough time to really change that. But they really could have just done. They could have just made the red on a purple. I guess that could have like fixed a little bit of the problems there. But Yeah, they could have at least gotten the colors right. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah. I always go for the G1. I always draw the G1 versions of the characters. Well, this guy needs something. Let's go 5. All right, now we need 6. Nope, that's not 6. This guy is 6. All right. I wish the camera would zoom out a lot further, but yeah, there's like a toy that they actually kind of are releasing. Well, not Hasbro, but a third-party company is actually making a movie, Megatron. That's kind of, I don't know if it's like based off of original like designs of the or original like concept designs for like what Megatron is going to look like in the movies, but it looks fucking cool. Like, but if it is like if that toy is like indicative of what the movie was going to have, that would have been a fucking awesome like design for Megatron. One thing is I didn't like is that he made him a little big, like a little bit too big. He towered over Optimus Prime in that. In the because what happened was there was like a sort of a leak of like a Megatron and Bumblebee and Prime in like a silhouette, and like Megatron was like towering over Prime. I was like, holy shit, he's gonna be a monster. So I think it seems like it's kind of cool, but I always prefer when they're about the same height. If one has to be taller, it should be Megatron, just because I think that gives him a bit more of a imposing look to him. But like the design itself was like so fucking cool looking. I was just like, that would be perfect on film. And the toy actually gave him like a really cool looking sword and shit. I was like, oh, that's dope. Yeah. And the toy itself is actually kind of a really big guy. I think it's like 30. How big was it? I think it's like 30 or centimeters or whatever. I was like, holy shit, I think it's massive. Now, obviously, I'm probably not going to go in on that figure because I'm more of a G1 guy. So I'm going to be collecting the Masterpiece scale Transformers. And this is like I'd much rather spend my money on a new character like that. And I'm kind of saving up because I'm kind of saving up for that Astro Train that Fans always has. Looks really good. And I'm kind of saving up for the X Transbots Ultra Magnus that I saw the prototype of the images for, and it looks fucking awesome. That Ultra Magnus. Because my main problem with the Masterpiece one I had was that it looked a little too big. Ultra Magnus, like, because they made him like really, really big with that toy. Whereas in the cartoon he wasn't really that big compared to like Optimus and whatever. It's kind of like just like a head taller, but the X Transbots kind of got that right with the scaling there. So yeah. Yeah, he kind of was a shitty father figure in that movie, which is the opposite of what Superman would be. Superman is like, it's like, I don't get it. It's like Superman would be a great dad, all right? He'd be the best dad you could ever ask for, all right? But I guess Hollywood, I guess these people just don't really see it that way. he gives you the right advice on how to deal with certain circumstances and stuff. Let's just touch up Sixshot just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think the background's kind of done, honestly. I might touch up this area a little bit, but then just kind of like the little stuff here. But all right. All right. Let's just touch up the helmet. Okay, let's fix up the bottom there, and then we will move on to the moon here. It's Cybertron. Kind of a little bit of a nod to the 86 movie. Looks a little bit like Unicron, but so hopefully the color will kind of differentiate it a little bit more. She'll use the 8 for this one. Should be a lot darker. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. There. All right. I think that. Check this area. Hey, Dan Blackroyd, how you doing, man? Love that name, by the way. All right, I think we're gonna be wrapping up soon, so we gotta get these planets going away. So, yeah, we'll roll blue. This planet with the moon here. And yes, Dan Blackroyd got the answer right. Hold on. In the poll. It is actually Blades is actually part of the Projectobots use. And the polling, motherfucker. Whatever. All right, whatever. So yeah, Blades was part of the Projectobots. So it was a part of the Combaticons. I think. Yeah, I thought it was a. There you go. There it is. Yeah, so 57% got it wrong. Only 14% got it right. Yeah, I think that people are getting confused Blades as because you think it would be an aerial bot but also people I think confuse them for what am I doing? Vortex from the Combaticons because he too was a helicopter. So, but yeah, we're gonna be ending the stream pretty quickly, so we want to get these little things here done because I need to go jump on with Mawa. Let's pull this guy. I haven't used it yet. Yeah, sure. C5. Flip that motherfucker. Don't need C2, C1 and 0. Yeah, I love the combiners are fucking awesome. I still need to get the Stunticons. So they get the rest of the Stunticons. They're actually coming out with or the third party company is coming out with or two of them are coming out with some Protectobots. So it's pretty cool. But I still need to get that Superion. But I have Bruticus and I have Devastator right now. So, which are both awesome fucking figures. Although they are a pain in the ass to fucking stand up. You gotta actually position them properly if you don't want them to fall over and destroy everything. They are coming out with I think Kang Toys is coming out with a set of Predacons, but not really. I don't think I'm going to get that one. I'm probably going to wait until someone releases a more, more G1 aesthetic, because that set's kind of a very much a stylized take on the Predacons from G1. All right, I think a darker shade, maybe like a 6 would be. Actually, no, let's pull the purple. Pull the BV25. I think a purplish hue would make things a little better. Yeah, I have I only have the Fans Toys stunt Motor Master. I only have the Motor Master. I don't have the other Stunticons yet. Mostly because I haven't really decided which ones I want to go for. Because, well, I think the Fans Toys ones would look really good next to him. Like I think that they would look good next to him, but because the way I have it kind of laid out is kind of I can't really show it because it's kind of an awkward angle. But I kind of have. Well, I mean, there's an original plan. Obviously, it's kind of been I haven't really been able to collect a little bit or lately because of stuff, but the original plan was I have a Gersby from IKEA, and it basically has a room only has room for like if you take a 2 shelf, you only have room for you only have room for like 3 combiners or in combined form. Like you only have 1 for on top, and then 2 for inside of it, and then you only have and you have kind of 1 empty shelf. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of having well, because I don't have anything in there yet, but the original plan was to have like the Stunticons in bot mode, and then have like the Bruticus and Predaking in combined form in the shelves below him, and then that would kind of just because it would kind of be in order of their appearance, because you'd have, and I obviously have Devastator on top of that shelf, and so I don't know, it just made more sense to me to have it that way. So then obviously if I get the but my plans for my collection have been put on hold for now. So, but I kind of did the opposite with the Autobots. I kind of have like a Billy and a Gersby for them as well, and then kind of just go from there. And then, well, with the Autobot side, I'd probably have like Omega Supreme, since there was only 3 combiner teams, so I'd probably have Omega Supreme on top, and it makes sense because him and Devastator were kind of rivals in the old cartoon. So then below him, I'd have like the Aerial Bots, Protectobots, Computron, and all that. So, but that's years from now. So, all right, let's add some color to some of these jets. Let's kind of make them a little bit different from one another. So this one blue and maybe purple. I'll have some maybe blue. Then obviously in like the Billy bookcase, I would have like the normal like main like sort of Autobots, Decepticons, and whatnot. So. Yeah, the Teen Titans cartoon is so good. I would have much rather see that show actually continue than season 3 and 4 of Titans. But honestly, the way Cartoon Network is now, I'm kind of glad that they didn't, because they'd probably screw up Titans. So it's probably one of those things where it's better left alone, Because even though the ending for Young Titans was kind of lukewarm, for lack of a better term, honestly, what DC will come up with next would probably be even worse. Just the way things are. All right, let's add a little bit of red, like 1. There we go. All right. And some green. Yeah, or at least they could have done like a comic book, kind of continuing the story at least. But yeah, it's one of those shows that ends when it shouldn't have. I mean, obviously, some shows kind of. There should always be an ending, obviously, for every show. But it should be after all the questions in the series have been answered. All right, I think we're pretty much done here. And a little bit purple. This guy actually. It's one little Seeker jet, which is kind of based off of the original Seeker designs. The kind of diamond shaped a little bit. So they kind of mimic that a little bit in the Bumblebee movie, which was pretty fucking cool. So All right, 5:30. So I gotta wrap up really quickly here. So, all right, just really quickly, I'm gonna fix this one. We'll fix that later. All right, I think we're just about done here. We'll do this. There we go. All right, I think that will. I think I'll do it. I think we got a lot done today. Actually, look at that guy. Then we'll call it a wrap. Hold on. There we go. All right, I think we're good. Now we're good. I'll probably go back and fix some little things up here and there, but yeah. I heard. I've been hearing things about new season. It's not really good. Yeah, I heard there was a comic for the Young Justice. I just haven't really read it, but yeah. Hold on, let's get a more flattering angle for this guy. I need to get shit. I still need to get a Sixshot. So I get a Sixshot, that Fan Story one, or there's a couple other ones that are probably they have out there. So, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there's Sixshot, the sextuple changer. But yeah, I actually like this one. I actually think it turned out pretty well. So gonna have to go ahead and end this really quickly, and obviously, the poll has been won by the Protectobots or whoever voted for the Protectobots got it right. So yeah, so I'll see you guys. I'll be jumping over to Mara's Twitch channel. We're gonna be playing some Splitgate, and next stream will probably. I think I have to work Sunday, so probably not this Sunday, but probably maybe next Sunday. So yeah, let's find a clip to end us off on. I think we need a very fitting clip to end us off on. So yeah, thanks for dropping by, Dan, Jacob, Chris, Grumpy. Really good seeing you all. So yeah, let's play some clips to end us off on. So later, guys.
No further questions.
Your Honor, can I say something?
You may.
You know those people, ones that put down people like
Teabagged.
I want you to know that I do it all again. This is a circus, all right? It's a charade. It's an act. It's bullshit about how crazy I am. I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy. Okay? I know what I did. I know who I am. And I do not need your help. I'm smack dab in the middle of my right goddamn mind, and any scumbag, any lowlife, any
Camping.
piece of shit that I
Teabagged.
did it because I liked
Order.
it. Hell, I loved it. I'm sitting here, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch. You people who call me
The Teabag King. The Big Dick Teabag King.
Here I am. You want it?
Remove the witness.
I am the Teabag King.
I'm right here. You want it? I'll give it to you. And anybody who came here today, hear me whine, hear me beg, you can kiss my ass. You hear me? I'm guilty. I plead, Judge. I'm guilty. You hear me? I'm guilty.
I'll teabag every one of them. I'll teabag every single one.
And Megatron! I was going for Joshi, because I was versus him! And you killed me! I call bullshit because I was going. Yeah, but I needed the win from him. I needed the kill. It's nothing. Thank you for getting him for me, but I needed the score.